Aloha mai kako, e komo mai to Curtain Call, a weekly program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. Since I had knee replacement surgery last Wednesday, I presumed I would be unable to review The Reluctant Elf on Friday. I asked Adam Lightplay to go in my place, so I will be reading Adam's script for that review. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, which means there are lots of great entertainment out there to get your Christmas spirit going. One of the most fun and innovative is The Reluctant Elf at ProArts Playhouse in Kihei. This show was created over 10 years ago and plays every couple years. It was written by local creators Elisha and Katy Holtkampʻs, and it's again directed as well as musical directed by Keegan Otterson. Almost from the moment the house opens, it's Christmas tunes karaoke with live piano by Louise Lambert and sing-along to get you warmed up for the show. The Reluctant Elf dances around copyrights to tell us the story of Steve, an elf who is everyone's buddy, played perfectly by young theater veteran Elisha Cullins. His daughter Bonnie, Wailea Whitmer, whom you may remember as Rumpelstiltskin and the title character in Maui on Stage's youth theater production of Stinky Cheese Man, is not that thrilled to be an elf. So her hypertensive father decides to take her on a tour through all the different exciting things that elves get to do to try to convince her to follow in the family footsteps. Ms. Whitmer pouts and sings and keeps an open mind, while each North Pole department explains why they are the most important, usually with a Christmas classic or a fractured carol to tell the story. It's nice to hear new spins on the unusual Christmas songs. They could have gone deeper into Santa's sleigh as Greased Lightning, but it is a family show. I think Santa, Charles Cook, and Mrs. Claus, Shay Derrick, have been listening to postmodern jukebox and give an amazing soulful rendition of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. The Clausettes are a hoot, and Lily Warner stands out as Stan with a very enthusiastic performance. She's a hard-working actor, because I know she spent November abroad working at a cabaret in Berlin. The Reluctant Elf is playing through Sunday, December 14th, with special sensory-friendly performance on Saturday, December 13th at 4 p.m., a shorter show with adjusted sound and lighting levels that supports those with autism or other related needs.
Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chiming, jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh.
On Sunday, we went to the kickoff of the Maui Pops season, and if this is any indication of what we can expect, get your season tickets now. This is going to be one of the toughest tickets in town. Maestro James Durham selected a marvelous eclectic repertoire for this Holiday Pops concert, and they got Scarlett Strallen, who was such a hit in 2019, to return for a long-awaited encore. Ms. Strallen, a native Londoner, has starred in Broadway and the West End. Most recently, she was in Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends, and notably as lead for a year in the Broadway run of Mary Poppins. She also played the role in London and Australia. She was Sibella in the Tony Award-winning A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder in 2015. She has been the recipient of the English equivalent of the Tony, the Olivier, twice as Best Actress in a Musical for her Cassie in A Chorus Line and Josephine in HMS Pinafore. She appeared alongside Judi Dench in the Royal Shakespeare's production of The Merry Wives of Windsor. It was wonderful to welcome her return to Maui. Her first number was the haunting Do You Hear What I Hear?, the story of the shepherd boy who saw the star and heard the angels on that Christmas night. Then she followed that up with the equally evocative I Wonder as I Wander. She closed out her first set with the 50s tune popularized by K-Star, Everybody's Waiting for the Man with the Bag. Here, her Broadway belt was in full glorious display. She came back and did John Williams' Somewhere in My Memory that featured a marvelous solo by the Pops' principal horn player, Mars Gelfo. Her penultimate number, Steve Allen's Cool Yule, gave the orchestra the opportunity to sound like the Commanders with Louis Armstrong. They really have a big band sound, and Ms. Strallen demonstrated a true pop singer quality on this number. But she saved the best for last, and that was the Adam and Clydesdale arrangement of O Holy Night. This treatment of a most cherished of all Christmas songs revitalizes it. Clydesdale takes the phrases and elongates them. He gives the singer a build that transforms the work, and the finale is the piece de resistance of the number. The near-capacity house leaped to their feet in appreciation, and they weren't about to let Miss Strallen leave just yet. Hana Ho could be heard throughout the packed Castle Theater, and she did not disappoint. Her Hana Ho was a raucous hand-clapping, "All I Want for Christmas Is You." It was a perfect end to a great start of the holiday season. As I said, the orchestra was in top form, and Maestro Durham found some terrific arrangements. I especially like Marquet's arrangement of "We Need a Little Christmas." The interlude was most refreshing, and it wouldn't be a holiday concert without Mel Torme and Robert Wells' "The Christmas Song." This Bob Loudon arrangement featured a heartwarming solo by principal trumpet Mitchell Ota. Maestro Durham has a post-intermission classical corner, and for this edition, he departed from Christmas and moved to New Year's Day that has been celebrated in Vienna by the Vienna Philharmonic since 1848, when Johann Strauss Sr. was commissioned to write a piece in celebration of Field Marshal Josef Wenzel Radetzky von Radetz' victory over the Sardinian army at the Battle of Custoza. The Radetzky March is the Vienna Philharmonic's anthem, and one of the things that has been a tradition is for the audience to clap along with the forte parts of the work. For this performance, Maestro Durham directed the audience to the clapping. It was a wonderful, joyous event in this concert. I have one quibble with the selections of music, and this is a pet peeve of mine. Neither Jingle Bells nor Winter Wonderland, or Let It Snow for that matter, have anything to do with Christmas except that they are associated with the Germanic tradition of a cold, snowy period of time. Although it may have been cold, it's highly unlikely there was snow in Bethlehem. I wish we would abandon these songs at Christmas. Lots of other good shows coming up. Alec Gilliam's White Hawaiian is back every Sunday evening at ProArts. There are Christmas concerts happening all over the island, including Maui Choral Arts Sunday the 14th, and for the 5th year, Momentum Dance Maui and Maui on Stage collaborate on Nutcracker Suites at EL Theater for 2 weekends, starting Saturday the 13th, and the annual Classic Alexander Academy Performing Arts production of Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Ballet will be performed at the Castle Theater on the 13th and 14th. Go out and celebrate the holiday by supporting Maui's artists. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for tuning in, and to Adam Lightplay for writing the Reluctant Elf Review. I'm Paul James Brown. Mele kaliki maka e haoli maka hiki ho. Maui strong. Ahui ho.